Hey guys, I'm back with another video. This time I have the Nike Premier 2 FG. These are K-leather cleats. You can see they're cleats, they're not turf shoes. I purchased these last year, but I really never got a chance to use them very much. This year I was playing with some friends and they play on natural grass. Sometimes it was raining. So these were perfect actually for natural grass. And I purchased them last year because I was playing on wet turf, and my Nike Premier 2 turf version, the studs for the turf, they're very shallow and they don't really grab very well on wet turf. So that's why I purchased them, but I really never got to use them that much. I think I used them like once. This year I got to use them for a couple months. So I feel like I can give you a performance review on these cleats. So, but they're the exact same shoe. It's just cleats instead of turf. So I think if you guys have seen some of my previous videos, you probably know that I'm a big fan of turf shoes, not cleats. And the reason for that, and I think I explained it a little bit in the other videos, but I wanted to, now that I have a cleat shoe, I wanted to explain that a little bit more. So as you can see here, you know, you have cleats, right? Like just for full ground, soft ground, natural grass. And there's a few of them, a few of the studs. They actually dig really nicely into natural grass and natural ground. You know, when I wear these on turf, which is a harder ground than natural ground, you can see that there's only a few cleats or studs compared to the multi-turf version that's got a lot more studs. So I feel like when I actually am running and I'm stepping on the hard turf, this points become pressure points, and you can kind of feel them on the heel and in the bottom of your foot, on the feet, and it's very uncomfortable for me, in my opinion. I really don't understand how soccer players can use cleats on hard turf, or even artificial grass. I know there's some artificial grass that is a little bit softer, especially when it's just freshly kind of created, manufactured. It's quite soft, and I think maybe that will, you know, work there a little bit better, but eventually it kind of wears out and it becomes very hard ground. So for a player to use this you know, few studs, they become pressure points, and the pressure is not evenly distributed in the entire bottom of the shoe, like in a multi-turf shoe, in a multi-stud shoe. So hopefully my explanation kind of makes sense, but I feel like this is actually designed for natural grass, not for turf. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about this shoe. I think one of my favorite features that I really like about the shoe is just the visual appearance of the shoe. Just a traditional design, very, very classic leather cleat. It's very, very soft, and just, you know, the whole appearance, the whole design, it's black. It's a black leather, which is great. You know, if you add another different color, some of them are white, you can clearly see the wear and tear. I mean, these shoes, I will probably use them for quite some time, and you can still, you know, they still look presentable, they still look nice. So I think visual appearance is very nice. I like the black and the golden contrast, the golden swoosh. Even the gold with the black swoosh here, it's very nice. And I love actually the golden cleats and studs on the bottom. You know, it's just really, really nice contrast there. Let's talk about materials now for a little bit. So it is K-leather, kangaroo leather. I don't think it's K-leather all around. I think the K-leather actually stops right here. All of this is K-leather. All of this is K-leather, and is very, very soft, very comfortable. very nice. This is actually synthetic, but it's very sturdy, and it's good for the heel. So that's really good. And I think in material here you have some suede in here, that it's very comfortable, very a good cushion in there. I think the tongue is not K leather, but it's like a synthetic leather that looks really really nice. And I love the stitching as well. I think they did a really nice job with the stitching. The studs are traditional plastic, hard plastic studs, and I think for natural grasses is it's fine. They're no problem. So they're not super expensive, but I think they're a good material. Something I didn't mention is that these cleats actually retail for about $110, I believe, but you can get them for cheaper. I think I got them for $90 soccer.com. They have other colors. They have all black. They have like a white, I think, version with some other colors. But I absolutely love the black with the orange. Oh, sorry, black with the gold contrast. Very, very nice, very elegant, very classy. Another of the features that I think I wanted to talk about was this tongue. It's a very traditional tongue, separated, not fused to the upper leather material, which is very nice because it allows for your feet to actually expand. Some of the new technology now, they're attaching the tongue with the upper material, so it's not very flexible, so it doesn't expand as nicely. So I really like the traditional. As you can see, they actually made the tongue one of those bendable, foldable tongues, which at first I really didn't like, but they actually were very smart because they attached this Velcro, attachment here so that you can actually close, and it remains closed. The tongue, it looks very elegant, very nice with the golden and the swoosh, like I said. It stays there. It's not like, I think in the Copa Mundial's Adidas shoes, you have the long tongue, but there's nothing to attach it, so it will just stay up. So I really like what they did here with this. It looks very very elegant. So I love like I mentioned, the heel padding here. It's very very comfortable. You can see how my feet actually expand a little bit. They've already expanded the way that I play, but that's not a problem for the shoe. It just kind of wears, and it accommodates, it adjusts to your feet, which is great. And then we have the cleats, the studs on the bottom. They're very nice, sturdy, robust. If you play in natural grass, you shouldn't have a problem. I think if you play frequently on like hard turf, I'm a little bit concerned that this hard plastic studs are eventually going to start giving up, and they might even break if you do a lot of stops and goes. That's what happens with the hard plastic, because they don't have a lot of give. So they're already solid, and it's hard plastic really. So I think they're best and designed for natural grass. So I think that's all the features that I mentioned. I think overall I really like the shoe. It's very very comfortable. I play on natural grass. Unfortunately, the natural grass that I played is not very even. That's one of the reasons why I don't play on natural grass. If you don't have a really nice field, you can run into problems, and it just feels awkward. But I think these shoes on a nice grass field, they're probably very very comfortable. I mean, I have no issues with the bumpy field that I have. Really good quality materials for $100. A lot of comfort, really good performance. I'm glad that I bought them, and I would recommend them, especially if you play on natural grass. I wouldn't recommend them for turf. I really cannot. I just think they're very uncomfortable for artificial grass and turf. I would, if you are interested in buying shoes for artificial grass and turf, I would recommend the turf version of these, which is Nike Premier 2 Turf. But I can warn you that the turf is the studs on the turf are very shallow. So on dry turf, they're okay, but on wet turf, you're gonna slip. So I would recommend trying to get something that will grab a little bit better. Nike has other shoes like the Mystic, and Adidas has the Mundial team that I just purchased that I think will do a better job in grabbing. Um, One of the features that I don't see in cleats that I would like to mention, and I don't know if it's possible, but I think it is possible, that I would like to encourage manufacturing companies like Nike or Adidas to introduce into cleats, is a better cushion for the heel area, especially for the heel area, such as Lunar Lawn or React, or the Ultra Boost from Adidas. If you guys have seen some of my videos, I'm a big fan of those technologies. I think it will be a much softer cushion when you have high impact, high demand on your heel, when you're running a lot, especially sometimes when the grass is not wet, it's very hard. You have dry weather conditions. It's still going to be rough on your heels, on your ankles, on your joints, and your knees. So I think if you introduce a technology there to at least give the option that you have a version with that technology, I think that would be great in addition. So, but overall, I would recommend the shoes. I think they provide good performance. So that would be it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys have any comments for me for improvement, that maybe something that you didn't hear about, I would like to be, I will be interested in those comments. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And I appreciate any comments.